Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you all having an awesome week.
Well, again we meet. It seems you have a knack for cheating death. As a hunter, I see you have grown. The fire in your eyes burns stronger now. Fitting that our paths cross here, in the sacred land of the ancient hunters. Traces of their aspirations remain, both within you and without. Once it was so that hunters were born here, raised here, and would die on this soil. But in time, they expanded their horizons, crossing the sea to Azma. But that migration was only possible with the power of Karakuri. With the knowledge and technology possessed only by those hunters of old. Sadly, all that was no longer is. The haven the hunters built for themselves in Azma was washed away by the rain of 1,000 days. A great flood that covered all the land. What few hunters survived dispersed northward or westward, taking with them what little knowledge remained of Karakuri. All that was left behind crystallized to become the seed. So you see, all that was left behind now exists within you. You need only hunt, and trust that in so doing, the seed will soon grow.
Over there, look! Oi!
Sorry to keep you. Your successful defeat of the kimono means we can proceed with the... Oh, what's wrong?
I was just talking to someone.
Really? I haven't seen anyone. This place is far too dangerous for most. Anyway, never mind. Let's get on with the plan. You remember we discussed how you're enabled to conjure and command Karakuri anywhere you like? Well, the reason for that is intimately tied to a form of energy known as celestial thread. Think about when you create Karakuri out of nothing. Tendril-like phenomena appear, don't they? That is celestial thread. It's the motive force behind all Karakuri. If there isn't enough of it, Karakuri can't operate. The larger and more complex the Karakuri, the more celestial thread is required to power it. You've probably noticed already as you've been walking around that these ruins appear to be some kind of giant Karakuri. We can only imagine that at one time it was functioning as intended until, for some reason, the celestial thread here dried up and it ground to a halt.
For some reason. Due to stagnation of ki in the ground, perhaps?
Precisely. Ki and celestial thread are essentially the same thing. The ki here is not flowing. Fix that, and these ruins should come alive. Legend tells that this place is actually an elaborate machine used to divert celestial thread to another location. And I'm sure by now you can deduce what location that is.
Not Minato.
Yes! Minato! Which means that if we're successful here, all the Karakuri that have been gathering dust in Minato until now should suddenly spring to life!
I was starting to think I'd never see them working again. It's been so long.
What we're trying to achieve here is crucial to the survival of the town. The influence of the kimono is growing all the time, and we have no way to defend ourselves. Sooner or later, we'll be forced to abandon Minato. So after many long discussions among the elders, they decided we should work towards restoring the town's Karakuri to give us the means to fight back. Which is why your task here is to use your skills to wake up this ancient place.
All Minato's karakuri working again. I just can't imagine it.
So I'm not exactly
It's
picking right up
exciting,
where
isn't
we
it?
left off from
I
in the
have
last
memories
video.
from my early childhood when they were still working.
The wall is opening
Definitely
up.
been doing some hunting. I was going to bring you guys some other footage. One of it I deleted. I don't want to get into
Look
exactly
at the
why.
celestial thread weaving its way. Oh, this I have to study.
So we did it.
Yes, we did! A great success! You played your part perfectly. Thank you so much. Now, let us...
Yes. I can't wait to see what's happening around town. Let's go.
For your maximum viewing quality, please turn your players to its highest settings, 4K 60.
I can't wait to see the transformation in Minato! Even if it means going back on that boat!
This is actually taking place right after a big hunt, basically. I was going to bring the footage on it, but I wasn't pleased with how I was getting my A kit. I was definitely getting wrecked and owned. So I decided not to upload it. I also lost some footage in the process. My drive is still eating captures for some stupid reason. It's all good though, stick around. You really don't want to miss my next episode after this. Should be some real excitement going on for you. Must admit, I really enjoy this game. It's a really decent looking game, and it's actually a lot of fun. If I have to scale it to Monster Hunter, which it does, it's in the same basically monster hunting and gathering genre. Especially if you want to compare this to Monster Hunter Part 2, I'd say that this is the better looking game out of the monster hunting and gathering franchises. This is definitely a better looking game, more polished. Doesn't look as cartoony. It also is, I would say, a lot less tedious, but then again, not really. You still have to gather and hunt down materials in order to make better weapons and to actually level up your fighting skills. You need to gather a lot of materials, a lot. That's my only gripe with this game, is as far as like leveling up your fighting abilities, you need to gather a lot of different materials in order to do so. I'm seeming to notice. Just almost died there. Lucky. some mythical looking creatures there.
Yep. You.
Okay, so I'll be honest. You see the bird at the top of the hill? I fought it, and I died.
Never dreamed this could happen. Everything is working again. It's like life has been restored to the whole town. Every karakuri is working again. Oh, then the karakuri at the forge will be... This I have to see.
Well, Natsuma's happy. To be honest, there are dozens of things I'd like to experiment with, too. And if you wouldn't mind, I'll be needing your help with many of them. Wow. Isn't this something? I expect you're dying to look around town. I know I am. Just think of the dust flying off all those old karakuri as they spring back to life. The bathhouse near the town gates, for example. The hot waters will be flowing again. Ah, they don't need an attendant now. It couldn't have gone better. And it's all thanks to you.
Not really. You did it as a team.
Whoa! Talk about a surprise.
But yeah, that's why I ended up here, because it basically put me at the fast travel location at the boat on the island that I was just at. And yeah, so I just came back here to progress with the story.
I need to see Suzanne-sensei about something, but she won't do strange things to me.
So on the count of I couldn't beat that bird, then I decided to opt out and leave out that footage. Don't worry though, I've been killed by this bird at least 2 or 3 times now, and I definitely want my revenge. So when I do fight him and I beat him, I'm going to make sure that I bring you
Why are
guys
all
the
the
footage on
karakuri
that.
suddenly moving?
Sumimasen. I just can't stop watching. It's so fascinating. This karakuri can maintain a higher temperature in the hearth. That would mean I could forge various materials I couldn't forge before. So I'll be much more used to you now. To everyone in Minato, in fact. The times I've tried and failed to get all the things in this forge working again. Most of this equipment has been gathering dust, but now it's had a new lease on life. Minato could thrive again, like in the old days, and it's all come about thanks to you. I honestly don't know how to express my gratitude. Nothing I could say would be enough. Just arigato. Thank you so much. Now that the karakuri are all working again, I'm eager to gather the materials I need to make these little ones of mine really shine. And it's got me thinking. There's this old hunter's camp up on the highlands to the north of the Blossom Tree. I've passed it a few times when I've been out looking for materials, but since no one's been using it, it's fallen into disrepair. If we could whip it into shape, I'm sure it would be a useful base to head out hunting from. Which would be good for both of us. What do you say? Do you want to fix up the old camp together? I'm ready to leave whenever you are. Do you have something particular in mind?
Yeah, I do, but I guess I don't have the materials needed to craft what I want to actually have you craft. And as far as leveling up my fighting abilities, definitely don't have enough materials, so this is a waste of time. I'm just going to show the audience a look at some of the items here. I definitely need to get out there, start hunting and gathering a lot of these materials so I can get back and craft it. I'm more concerned with leveling up my abilities though than I am my cosmetics. I look okay for now. I do want a different top in the bottom. Different gi, as you would call it.
Whew. You can count on me to keep your weapons. Oh, there you are. Which one are we talking about?
See how everything is blank as far as leveling up? And that's because I don't have the materials. No, I don't want to restore. I don't. I wish I can go down two different paths, but I'm assuming that that's just not possible.
Did you make all the karakuri work again? I don't understand. Don't worry, I take pride in my work.
Drown. Well, that's gonna about do it for this episode. Stay tuned. Please don't forget to show your support with a simple comment, like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you all on my next one. You're really not gonna want to miss it. Truly appreciate the support always. Peace and be well, everyone.
Let's catch up
Move
again
out.
soon.